Hello, Anja Hertkorn here. I know it's crazy right now. I know there's so much going on. It can make you dizzy. And yesterday or the day before, I was really concerned that Peter, who was in Munich, wouldn't be able to come here. He wanted to travel on Sunday, and I was scared that the borders might be closed and he wouldn't make it to Belgium and we would be separate. So now you need to know that we are separate very, very often. So he's in Munich, I'm here, sometimes he's here, sometimes I'm in Munich, but we are very often separate from each other. So it's not something unusual for me to be separate, and it's I'm very fine with that. I'm okay. I have made peace with that. It's good. I can manage. But this irrational fear that was coming up was strange, and the fear was triggered by these whole circumstances right now. And I realized it's an old fear from a very young Anja. So I want you to know that I understand your fears and your concerns and your worries very well. I really do. And my heart goes out to everyone who is frightened, who is scared, who doesn't know what will come next. And we all don't know. But on the other hand, I want you to know that this fear that was triggered through the circumstances is perhaps an old fear. Perhaps it's not related to right now. This is just a trigger. And perhaps this fear that is triggered right now is an old part of yourself. So see yourself as two different beings. One, your soul, is completely fine. The other one, the human being, the human little being, is scared. And the human being has a right to be scared. And I want to invite you to hold space for this human being who is scared. I want to invite you to really see that in this moment, right now, you are completely fine. Nothing has happened. Okay, everything will come to a still point. I think so. And everyone has to slow down, and it's not so easy to come from a very, very busy life to this still point. And so what you can do, you can dissociate a little bit from this fear. Say, it is scared. This part of me is scared. But there's also another part of you who is very powerful. Very powerful. And people who have worked with me know that I am talking about this all the time. You are not only this human being, this body, these emotions, your mental thing that is going on. No, you are much more. And I want you to remind you of that. And perhaps people say, yeah, Anja, but my kids cannot go to school, and what should I do? And what this? Exactly. Come out of this thing that is going on. Just relax. Relax into the moment. And I'm gonna send you with this video a meditation so that you are much more aware of who you are really and who you are not. And you are not your fears. No. You are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts, and you are not your body. You are fine. You are this powerful being. So I invite you to take a deep breath. And with that, I don't say that you shouldn't be afraid. I mean, when people say, don't worry, don't be afraid, don't panic. What is the first thing people do? They panic, they are afraid, they worry, of course. We all do. But we can also see that perhaps the circumstances that trigger our fears and worries have perhaps nothing to do with what is really going on inside of us. And perhaps it's time to have a look at this. Have a look of what is going on inside of you. It's so interesting, right? It could be very, very interesting. And to slow down is also not a bad thing. Perhaps it's good to slow down. Perhaps it's good to take care of your kids. Perhaps it's good to do the project that you wanted to do for such a long time. Perhaps it's good to get rid of some old stuff in your cellar or in your attic. Perhaps it's a good time too. And I invite you to see the good in all of this. And I promise it will not stay like this forever. It will change. Life changes all the time. It's a very dark time in history. It's a very dark time for human beings, but it's for something good, for something better to come. And I want you to know that. And I also want you to know that I'm here for emotional support as always. I will not shut my office, no, or close it. I'm here. And you will hear from me from time to time. And I invite you also to do the meditation as often as it's necessary and come to your center. Connect with yourself. This is the most important message I can give you today. Connect with yourself. With much love, much understanding. Take care and talk to you soon.